thewest.com.au.
I am Ben Templesmith. I'm an American comic book illustrator and commercial artist. And I did the 30 Days of Night comic book, which has just been turned into a movie starring Melissa George and Josh Hartnett. I got into illustrating American comic books pretty much by luck and chance, by getting out there on the internet and having the right people see me at the right time. And just met the right people, and we tried to do our own comic books as well, as opposed to being paid for them outright. And one of them got picked up and published, and that was 30 Days of Night. And then people in Hollywood thought it was a pretty good idea, so they bid for it. Three-way bidding war between movie studios, and it got an option for $1 million. I didn't get all that money, and no one did. And it went from there. And 5 years later, it finally became a movie. From the conversion from the comic to the movie, as the visual guy, I'm very, very happy. The director is actually a fan of my artwork, and I actually was influenced by him before he was influenced by me for the movie, because he did a lot of music clips I grew up with. So no, they couldn't have got a better guy to do the job, because literally my handwriting is in the film on some of the vampires' t-shirts, and there's a certain little girl in the film, and he replicated the dress pattern I drew on her dress in the comic book, literally. So, and I created all the vampires in the first place, so he kept the little girl because they wanted to chop her out. But there's a lot of the actual character designs I did for the vampires are in the film.
So they didn't change any of the designs that...
Oh, they changed them a little bit, but the fact that they used them at all was brilliant. So it's only because of him that the movie looks beautifully the way it does, really. It's been a moderate success. I know it's done better than they expected as a studio, and it was #1 for 1 week in America, and then it's been #1 in a bunch of countries since then. Not sure about Australia. It's got a bit more competition in Australia with a local Aussie horror film. Well, this one's like a half Aussie production. You know, Melissa George, Perth angle. Perth should support it. Signing was very good. This is actually the one and only signing I've ever done in Perth, because I'm usually a hermit in Perth. I don't like attention much. But I was signing for 2 hours straight with people, an endless flow of people for 2 hours, and so that's probably pretty good for a small city. So, plans for the next 12 months, I'm actually going to be relocating to America for a brief stint. Not forever, by any means, just because there's a few opportunities I can take advantage of. But it just works so much better for them if I'm over there to take meetings and stuff. But you can do comic books from anywhere in the world, so I could stay here happily and do comic books forever. But and also with the Aussie dollar the way it is, it's just cheap enough to live in America right now, so I might as well. It's just one of those things. It's a small career move, hopefully for the better, and we'll see what happens when I come back.